As you bring onto the stage, Alexis Roy! Come on, Alexis, louder, 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 louder. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
Oh, thank you so much. I needed that applause, if I'm honest. Because earlier on today, my self-esteem took a bit of a kicking because my colleague said to me that I look like somebody who would be good at darts. It's not a compliment, is it? So I'm a mum. I've got 2 boys. They're 6 and 8. And we were playing this game of hide and seek this morning. They've still not found me. I'll be honest, with parenting, there's a lot of double standards, and I still find it a bit of a minefield to navigate. So, like, for example, if my 6-year-old runs naked through the house screaming, people think that's funny. If I do exactly the same thing, people say that I'm having a breakdown. According to our estate agent, I made that house viewing incredibly uncomfortable. I mean, admittedly, it wasn't our house, so... So my 6-year-old, very funny boy, says a lot of funny things, but they're always unintentional because he gets a lot of his words and sounds mixed up. So like recently at school, they were learning about pirates, and they were being taught a very simple phrase, yo-ho-ho. Except my son, people are writing their own jokes, my son was walking up to people going, yo-yo, ho. Which is somewhat confrontational, I think. But believe it or not, it was actually worse when he was a lot younger and learning to speak for the very first time, because he'd get a lot of his words spoonerised. So he'd say things like runny babbits instead of bunny rabbits, and he'd point towards the flat cap instead of the cat flap. There was also a really awkward moment where he called our neighbour Patrick fat prick. Probably should have corrected him, but he's pretty accurate, so... But believe it or not, the worst time was when we were standing in the snack aisle of Tesco one day, and I asked him what snack he wanted for our family film night, and in front of a lot of people, very packed aisle, he just shouted at the top of his lungs, "I want cock porn!" And all I could think at the time was, do you know what? So do I. So quite exciting. I recently joined the world of online dating. I joined Tinder. Yeah. I mean, I was on Tinder. I had to deactivate my profile after a couple of weeks because my husband said it was inappropriate for me to be on there. No, I am married now, but when I was younger, I really struggled to get boyfriends. Shocking, I know, body of a darts player. But I still, even now, vividly remember one gentleman who said to me that I wasn't conventionally attractive, but that I was achievable. Now, what you meant to say to that? Because apart from anything else, that is not how I expected the father of the bride speech to start. That's my dad. Now, my dad is a very awkward man. He does struggle to know how to communicate with people appropriately. And I think this was highlighted brilliantly. A couple of weeks ago, I dropped him a text just to see how he was doing. And he replied with, "I can't talk, because I've just been in an armed robbery." Now, firstly, you have to assume he meant as a victim. But he is retired, and they like to take up hobbies in retirement, don't they? But I don't know what's worse. The fact that he thought it was appropriate to tell me something that serious over a text message, or the fact that he signed off that message with a sad face emoji and a gun emoji. Because, to be honest, that is not a text message that requires an emoji for context, is it? The one he sent me this morning, however, that just said, "Great tits in the garden." I for one, would have liked a little bird emoji there. Just for the avoidance of doubt. Because my mum is something of an exhibitionist, so...